यस वी आर लाइव। गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन, आप देख रहे हैं मास्टर टीवी। मैं हूं अयाज मोरस और आप जानते हैं कि हम अपने इस चैनल के जरिए मुख्तलिफ टॉपिक्स को आपके साथ डिस्कस करते हैं, मुख्तलिफ गेस्ट को आपको बुलवाते हैं, आपके साथ मिलवाते हैं और उनकी गुफ्तगू आपसे करवाते हैं। और वी आर वेरी फॉर्चुनेट कि जब भी हम अपने गेस्ट को डिफरेंट तरीके से बुलाते हैं तो वो हमारी इस दावत को कबूल करते हैं और हमारे साथ जो है वो कन्वर्सेशन करते हैं। आज का भी जो टॉपिक है बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है, वुमेन इन लीडरशिप। और एज वी नो दैट के वी कैन नॉट डिनाई दैट द इम्पोर्टेंट रोल ऑफ वुमेन इन आवर सोसाइटी, इन आवर फैमिलीज एंड स्पेशली इन आवर वर्ल्ड, कि किस तरह से वुमेन जो है वो हमारी सोसाइटी में कंट्रीब्यूट कर रही हैं और हमारी सोसाइटी को लीडरशिप का रोल प्ले करते हुए वो आगे लेके जा रही हैं। बट द इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्ट इज दैट कि यू नीड टू नो दैट कि इन जो वुमेन्स है इनके साथ क्या क्या इश्यूज आते हैं, कौन कौन से चैलेंजेस उनको फेस करने पड़ते हैं एंड हाउ दे नीड टू कॉप अप, ताकि वो अपनी फैमिली लाइफ, पर्सनल लाइफ को साथ साथ अपनी प्रोफेशनल लाइफ को भी मेंटेन कर सके। सो वी आर वेरी फॉर्चुनेट टुडे वी हैव डेफनी सवारेस। She's from UAE, live from UAE with us, and she's a business and leadership coach, and she have very wonderful profile. एंड आई एम वेरी फॉर्चुनेट कि जब हमने उनको कॉल किया और उनसे रिक्वेस्ट की हमारे साथ जो है वो गुफ्तगू करने के लिए, एंड शी वाज वेरी विलिंग, एंड टुडे वी आर लकी दैट शी इज विद अस। सो मैम, थैंक यू एंड वेलकम टू द शो।
थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू। मैं थोड़ा सा आपका इंट्रोडक्शन देना चाहूँगा कि आप जो है वो किस तरह से काम कर रहे हैं। एंड आज की जो हमारी कन्वर्सेशन होगी इट विल बी इन इंग्लिश एज वेल एंड उर्दू एज वेल। तो पर्पस हमारा ये है कि जो वुमेन है लीडरशिप में, अपार्ट फ्रॉम कि वो किस कंट्री में है, किस रीजन में है, किस रोल में है, दे नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई their qualities and their relationship and balance as well, which is very important for professional and personal life. Daphne Soares is the founder of Carousel Moms. She is a mother of two and has gone from career woman with 9 to 5 to a homemaker and a coordinator in the community and a master catechist at parish volunteer and counselor. So she's doing a very important role in very different positions. She is certified in master catechist from Dayton University, Ohio, and apostolic victory from Southern Arabia, youth ministry, different challenging people, family trauma, teen counseling, and she's psychotherapist, a life coach, as well as business leadership mindset and relationship coach. And she has received her post diploma in counseling and psychology, psychotherapy from the Anguna Institute of Counseling and Research Center. And she is a member of ICG International Coaching Guild, ICF International Coaching Federation, and International Folklore Movement. She has been selected as one of the top 10 international coaches of the year 2021 by Yahoo Finance. So she has a wonderful profile and wonderful personality as well. So ma'am, thank you so much. I would like to ask you first that tell us about your story as well, how you become from 9 to 5 job and then homemaker and business coach. So what was your inspiration?
Thank you so much, Ayaz, for the wonderful introduction.
You deserve
when
it.
I finished, thank you. Finished school and everything and my university. Every girl in today wants to work, right? And I got that permission and I started my job. I am from Karachi, Pakistan.
Wonderful.
From St. Patrick's Cathedral. I'm also your lay minister out there.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
and I'm the daughter of E.C. Pinto advocate, who was also the legal advisor to the Embassy of the Holy See. So she was a working mom and a great inspiration to us. And recently, my brother has also become a barrister and solicitor in Toronto, taking after mom. So it's like all inspirations from the mother.
Yes, from family as well. So you have very inspirational story and very inspirational family. So you were lucky there.
Really, God's grace, a wonderful thing. And my father also had very senior administration positions in AD Marker and Sons, which is a pharmaceutical, and also with Hashwani Group of companies. He worked, served them also before both passed away. So yeah, I started working with a 9 to 5 job, but you know how it is, right? You can't leave early, there are restrictions, there is different things. And I worked there, but after I got married and I was expecting my child, and that's the time when my husband moved to Dubai, he got a job out here. So we felt that, it was better. My husband believed that a child brought up by a mother is much different than brought up by maids and nannies, right? So that's when I actually took a step back from my 9 to 5 job. And I was that time like at the executive's position. So it called for a lot. And I think we need to take that decision sometimes, right? And especially being in Dubai, we did not have the benefits you have back home in Pakistan of extended family, neighbors, and relatives. So we were new and knew no one. So it was the best choice that I took a step back and was with my child, right? And as they grew, the second one came in about, say, 18 months, right? So after that, I started getting the children involved in whatever I did. I did not want to, like, leave the children and neglect and go painting the whole town. I don't think that's right for a mother, correct? So I would
Yeah, yeah.
give my services to the community, and the children would be joining me. They were altar servers, they were readers, and everything. So we were, it was a wonderful thing. We all served our community greatly. And as our Archbishop Simeon Pereira used to say that she's the imported and the exported stuff. So when she's in Pakistan, she serves our community out here. When she's in Dubai, she's serving the community out there. So that was my inspiration. And then I always have loved serving people, being there for people. And I believe everyone is unique and special. I have no issues with anyone, irregardless of your caste, creed, race, or color. My strong belief is that whatever you are, you're for yourself. You're a beautiful human being, and I love you the way you are, right? And that's one of the transitions you might be having a question about why I moved from counselor to coaching. And I'll go ahead and pass it over to you.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. It's very interesting story that being a young lady and when you work, you have that opportunity. Your family supporting, supporting you. But when you come to the family life, you have a very special responsibility to look after your children, and especially the place you are staying is very commercial. You don't have that family, don't have that luxury of relatives that who can look after. I would like to ask that uh, what is the biggest challenge? So from being a professional, then to being a mother, to leave your career, you have that you took that decision, and it was very
Mhm.
difficult for you as well. So what the mindset that changed the whole scenario for you and for many ladies that who choose to no switch off or some to leave their professional career?
A good question, but before I go ahead, I would like to shift the mindset of my audience, because commonly you hear the question
Yeah,
with women about being a stay-home mom or a career mom, right? But if you see, a woman is born with managerial skills in her DNA, right? And in other words,
skills.
we are
बिल्कुल, absolutely
already
right.
in a full business even when we are at home, because we are managing the children, we are managing the kitchen, we are managing our husband, the shopping, the schooling. There are so many departments that we manage, right? So normally you hear the question, are you a stay-home mom or a career mom? But you never hear this question being
Yeah.
asked from dads. It's understood that a man will be going to work. You will not ask that question, like I would not ask you, Ayaz, are you a stay-home dad or a working dad? It's understood you're a dad, so you go. No one even
Working dad,
asks
yes.
you when you're at your work, right? No one asks you, where are your kids right now? Who's looking after your kids, right? So this is some mindset, the taboo that the world has put, right? That if you're a stay-home mom and a working mom, overall, everywhere a mom is working, and it's definitely not easy. And once you take the
Working. Yes.
title of being a mom, right, you are taking a 24/7 job.
Job with no holidays and no pay
Exactly.
scale.
Exactly. It's a free job. The only thing is that when you go to work, you get a salary, right? But again, you are actually working to
Yes.
save on the maid, to, right? So it's like a little ball game, sort of a mindset. So honestly, you need to discuss this with your partner, how you are sorting out things, just like how we did. And we did not want to put a maid. I don't want to earn to feed the maid, right? So it was better I stayed home,
Yeah.
and that the kids were brought up properly, because no one can replace a mother's love, no matter whoever it is, right? Mother is mother. So that is the beauty of the thing. And we have this, but it's the challenges, as you ask, is it's not easy, because when we go to be a career woman, we are adding to our 24/7 job. I think I have lost Ayaz.
Yeah. No. Actually, there is an internet problem. You continue your point. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So we are coming to the challenge. It is, first of all, as a mom, you have to look after the kids, the family, and everything. When you start working, you add to that list, right? And the challenge is that if the children are sick or there's an emergency, you are sometimes awake the whole night. And still, especially out here, y-
Yeah.
work means work. You cannot be taking an off,
Yeah.
right? You have to get serious about your job. So if you have to go to work at 8 o'clock, come what
Work.
may, you have to go. No one cares
Yeah.
whether you were looking after your baby or what you were doing,
You
right?
also identify the role of the partners, especially from male side. Is how important is that to to share your vision, your vision and your situation with your partner and the contribution of your partner and support.
It, especially when you look at the psychological part, it gives a break to the mother also.
Hello,
Because,
can you hear me?
hello, can you hear? Yes, I can. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yes, 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 yes. Please continue.
Yeah, as per the psychological part, it's that, the mother also needs a break, right? Every machinery gets a burnout, and same happens with a mother, that she can also have a burnout, right? So at least if she gets some break, and it's never to be taken that, like normally when dads are looking after children, the word is that dad is babysitting, right? But it's not babysitting, because when moms look after the babies, it's never said mom is babysitting. It's another word. It's basically we are parenting,
Yeah.
right? And we share the roles of parenting, and the children need that, because it's in our system that we are born of our father and our mother. So you need your dad, definitely. You need
Yeah.
that female aspect, whether you're the daughter or the son. You need both the humans falling in your life.
Yeah. Again, is there a society difference? The society norms and society taboos different? The which society you are living now is entirely different from our Pakistan society and people who are living abroad, especially like in Europe, Canada, or some USA. The society is
Hmm.
different. Is there a society different situation, or the taboos or rituals or mindset is different, or is it same when goes to the woman working as a mother and as in a leadership role?
Oh, here we are more exposed, because you find people, why do they come to the UAE for working, right? So the main purpose is that. And I remember when I was not working, we heard every second person asking, why is your wife not working? Why is she at home? Okay, I'm not sure if we have lost Ayaz. I don't see him, but I will continue. So yeah, it's the question is always that why is the mom working and not working? But as I said before, is that the mom may be at home, but she is definitely working. And out here, since we come for work, everybody expects you to work and earn money. But the mindset, I would say it's quite close because both are the same Islamic countries, which I'm so happy to be out there because I've grown up in that culture and I'm so blessed with the, respect for women. There's a lot of respect for women and everything in the workplace and everywhere, which is really, really wonderful. There are challenges, and I only find between that place and this place is that it's basically, I would not say this place and that place, because again, we are surrounded by our own people, right, with the same mindset. The major drawback of every person in this current generation is the people's pleaser. In olden days we were always wanting to please everybody, but now people have understood that each one also has a feeling, every human being. It's not that only you're doing something to make the next person happy. And that is where I think women have always been trying to please, 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 and get burnt out, working 24/7, cooking, looking after the children, feeding, doing cleaning, everything. And this doesn't need to be done on a daily basis. You can all plan your day if you have a proper plan and create a balance in your life, right? You don't need to do everything every day, and everything can be planned and organized in a very disciplined way with home cooked foods, with the mom giving full attention, and still being able to manage things.
Again, especially the women, especially the girls who are watching now, who are in the professional life, and they will be mother in future, and they have to take care of their family. What advice or what sort of points they need to understand now, so they can in future they can be a good professionals as well as they can be a good mothers.
Okay, first of all, I would say that in today's world, everybody believes in equality, right?
Yeah,
So yes, it cannot be taken that the man is the head of the family, but at the same time, the woman is the heart of the family.
family. Yeah,
So
true.
none of us can live without our heart or our head. We need both,
Head.
right, to be alive.
Very beautiful,
So
beautiful, beautiful.
so that's where we are, that we need both. So both are important. So both have to contribute, as the child also born in the family is of mother and father, right? So the child
Yes.
gets influenced with the balance. And also what happens is that the mother and the father get the respect from the child equally,
Yeah.
right? The child doesn't become one-sided only to mommy, because as you have seen, men are always working. They are mostly
Yes.
out of the house, right? The woman is in the house, the children born very much, and the inspiration for the children come from the mother,
Mother.
right? Or every dad, I'm sure you would also want your children to be highly educated, get the best job. But how
Yeah.
much would the children see of the dad as much as they see of the mother?
Mother.
Even if the mother is working, still she'll make herself available. So she is the
Service.
inspiration, right? Now,
Yeah.
if the
Right.
mother is frustrated or
Hmm.
burnt out, she will take it out on the kids, which means one, two whacks will definitely come tight. And in today's generation, you cannot be using your hand. It's
Hand.
an
Absolutely
abuse
right.
to the child of the way, in our childhood, the hand used to be raised on anyone. In today's times, it is child abuse if you are striking your child, right? Talk to your child, plan. And even I find, like when I was going to do my business, right? I've discussed it with the children. Those days are gone where we say that, these are जो बड़े बोलेंगे, ठीक है, और ये बच्चों का
Hmm.
क्या काम है बीच में. बट ऐसा
Exactly.
नहीं है
बीच
कि
में बिल्कुल ऐसे.
बच्चों का काम नहीं है. तो बच्चों का काम है, because you will be out of the house. They need to know whether mommy is going to do paint polish at
Hmm.
the salon, or she's going to have chai pani with her friends, or
Yeah.
what exactly she is doing, right? So we definitely, it's nice when you respect the child and say, here we are, mom needs to work, and things are challenging. So what do you think about it? And I tell you honestly, children help. Even now, sometimes when I've got work, I would find my daughter and my son helping to cook the food, to serve, to help. So there's nothing in my family ke bhai wo beta hai, ye beti ko
बेटी है.
karna hi hai, right?
Hmm.
Because my kids definitely, when you say this is ye beti ka kaam hai ya ladki ka kaam hai ya ye
लड़के
ladke
काम.
ka kaam hai, say why aap kyun aise nahi bolo, you know just general, that I am a human being. Why are you putting it that I'm the man so I have to do it, I'm the woman so I have to do it, right? So this is important, that the equality is maintained and the children get the flavor of the father and the mother.
And mother. That's true. That's
This
true.
is very important, even from the baby days, right? And as earlier I mentioned, is that when men look after children, it said babysitting, that should be removed from your mind. It is
Hmm.
not babysitting when you're doing it for your very own child.
Oh,
जब
child.
अपना खून का बच्चा है,
Hmm.
right? वो गोद नहीं लिया है, you, even अगर गोद लिया है, if you have accepted that child कि ये मैं गोद ले रहा हूँ, मेरा बच्चा कहलाएगा, from that day it is
They.
stopped that it is your child, and it is parenting, right? Give your love, give your maximum you can. I'll share with you something of a test that was done by Harvard University. Okay,
Great.
on 50,000 people with in 24 developing countries. They did it with children of working mothers, and majority of them had equality, had the best relationships, excellent jobs, and really fitted well in society.
Society. That's true.
So you see, the mom has that inspiration where she brings, and a good quote to quote right now is so we've come from a generation, you and myself, right, where it was that okay, the mom should be at home, and that's the home is the place of the mother, right?
Mother.
But
Yes.
what does Gandhi say? And this is over 70 years ago that was written,
I know.
that if you educate a man,
Man.
you educate a person.
Person.
But if you educate a
Educate
woman,
a woman.
you
You
educate
educate
a
great
family,
family. That's true. That's true. Amazing.
right? So it's so important that you educate your child, because, like, today only we were just talking at home, right? And I'm not the ace in maths. Okay. And my daughter's older, and she was like saying the same thing. Mom, if you knew the maths, we would have been acers in that, right? But dad is the acer, but he was busy. He used to give his time, definitely try to teach, but what we're trying to say is that the majority mom was there, but if mom had it now, that's where the thing comes of the balance between husband and wife. And the mom does need support. And I would not only say that the mom needs the support from the partner, which is definitely because you married her, right? It's your
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I think neighbors and family and friends must
Yeah.
help the mother, saying that
The whole
exactly,
society.
because
Yeah.
to raise a child it takes a village, right?
Village.
You will agree, the way you have grown, it's not only by
Yeah.
your parents, it's
Parents. Yeah.
definitely your full mohalla,
Bilkul.
society, church community, school, teachers, there's everybody. It's a full village that has raised you to the wonderful personality that you have, Ayaz. You're an awesome person. But look
Thank you
back,
so
all
much.
the
Yeah.
inspirations. Yes, you impress me very much, and I must say that this is where you have to look. Maybe even if a teacher smiled at you or said, "Beta, you are doing something good," that one word may have reached you to something much, much better, to the person you are today.
Yeah, that's sure. Sure. I'm very
Yeah.
thankful. I'm very thankful for all the teachers and all the family. You're right. That's a whole society. Their collective effort. You cannot put on responsibility or burden on a one person. You need to help, and also it's very important to appreciate and acknowledge as well the contribution, mother, the sacrifice the mother are playing for their children. Again, I would like to know. I would like to ask you that the girls who are watching us, especially who are professional now, they're not married now, but they will be in the
Yes.
mother in the future. So what points they need to understand now that will help them in future to be a good or a better mother?
The first thing is that when you are going to be a mother and you're already an adult, you know the good and the bad, the right and the wrong, right? So that's the main thing that you already know. Always ask your own conscience what you are doing. Be
Doing, yeah.
clear before your God. That's what I strongly believe. Mess with any human being, but don't mess with the one above.
No,
Because if
yeah.
he's with you, nothing can
Nothing.
ever destroy you, right? God is the one with you. And the thing is, what people are lacking really is the thing that they are always going for being a people's pleaser, right? Now, if you don't like something or you're tired, they will not say that they're tired. Like you see, normally our mothers got this habit in the house. Even अगर थके होते हैं, बोलेंगे नहीं कि भाई के थके हुए या बुखार चढ़ा
थके,
हुआ है.
बुखार, बिल्कुल, बस ठीक
वो
है.
तो करते ही रहेंगे. This is where you sometimes have to speak.
Speak, yeah.
Because if you do not say, and you don't have to be rude, you can very nicely say, right now I cannot manage this level, I'm feeling down. Do not be the people's pleaser 24/7. You cannot please everyone. The world is too big to
Yes.
please every human being, right? And also set healthy boundaries.
That's important. Very
It's
nice.
very important because see, a person, like if your family, your partner comes and tells you, Ayaz, क्यों बैठे हो आप?
Hmm.
उसका हक बनता है पूछने के लिए कि maybe her style के क्यों बैठे हो. She's not trying to dominate you, but rather than asking you कि भाई तबीयत तो ठीक है ना, बैठे क्यों हो या
बिल्कुल,
क्यों नहीं लेट रहे.
बिल्कुल.
She's put
खामोश
the
क्यों
way
हो?
the words are put, क्यों खामोश हो,
Yes.
exactly. But if somebody says भाई अयाज आप क्यों ये कर रहे हो, see the position of that person. And sometimes what is wrong in you sitting, or you may be reading a book, or maybe you're looking at the mobile, you're chatting. Sometimes we are not creating healthy boundaries, right?
Boundaries.
As I said, once you become are going to start working, that means you're already reached adulthood. So you already know what is right and wrong कि भाई सुस्तीपना नहीं करना घर में या काम में, आपको करना है ये, ठीक है. खुदा देख रहा है, या ये गलत बात है, झूठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए, चोरी नहीं करना चाहिए. So जब आपको ये सब चीजें पता है, तो आप क्यों डरते हो दुनिया से, right? Because today you are not standing up for your family and being the brave one, tomorrow everyone will crush you. I will tell you honestly, and this I have learned from my own mother. She was the only Christian female lawyer in Pakistan, right? And she was never fearful to be with men. And I would tell you, although she was with men, it is nothing to be fearful, wonderful women. Men are awesome. They respect you, and we are blessed. I would say, like when you got cut off Ayaz by something, I shared on this, and I said the beauty of being here, like you said, the difference between being in UAE and being in Pakistan. First of all, both are Islamic countries, wonderful, and both the countries literally respect women tremendously. Right now,
Oh, that's
remember
very
one
nice.
thing, to this my wonderful audience: respect is commanded, not demanded.
Demanded. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
ओके, यू
Amazing.
कांट से कि भाई मेरी इज्जत करो जब आप तरीके से पेश नहीं आते हो. अगर आपका चाल चलन, बातचीत सही नहीं है, आपने कपड़े ढंग से नहीं पहने हैं, तो ये नहीं बोलना कि किसी ने आपको बोला या किसी ने आपको छेड़ा. आप कैसे एक औरत होते हुए आप दुनिया में कैसे पेश आ रहे हो.
बिल्कुल. That's important.
ठीक है. सो दिस इज द थिंग दैट किसी आप लिबास देखो, अपना चाल चलन देखो, आपके आप कैसे पेश आते हो लोगों के साथ. There's nothing, I will tell you, men are wonderful female, and if you go to see nowadays, जैसे वो कहते हैं आजकल की दुनिया में औरतें भी कोई कम नहीं है मर्दों से, right? So क्या है मर्दों से डरना. So it's the same way that we women have to just create equality and maintain
Yes.
our personality, and that's where we will be in full command.
Yeah, very interesting that you shared the story of your mother, and you and I. We are fortunate that we have enough, care and time with our grandparents, especially grandmothers, nana, nani, और दादा दादी का जो contribution था हमारी formation में, कि डैड भी बाहर होते रहे काम के लिए और sometime माँ भी. तो जो दादा नानी का रोल था, their contribution and their way of formation, वो प्यार भी, वो गुस्सा भी, वो डांट भी, डू यू थिंक दैट दैट इज मिसिंग इन आवर जनरेशन नाउ, कि वो उनको वो रिस्पेक्ट या वो टाइम नहीं मिल रहा, जिसकी वजह से वो जो बॉन्ड था फैमिली के साथ, या जो एक लाइफ का एक्सपीरियंस ग्रैंड फादर ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स की तरफ से आता है, और वो बच्चों को प्यार देना और रिस्पेक्ट देना, दैट इज मिसिंग इन आवर जनरेशन। जो अब की जनरेशन है उसमें जो लिंक है वो मिस कर रहा है, और इसी वजह से बच्चे बहुत ज्यादा सोशलाइज हो गए हैं, सोशल मीडिया डिजिटल मीडिया पर पहुंचकर बहुत ज्यादा वो कहीं सेपरेट हो गए, फ्रॉम सोसाइटी।
वो असल में हम लोगों ने खुद किया है, राइट? कि मतलब है बच्चे को खामोश करना है तो भाई मोबाइल दे दो, वो वीडियो देखता रहेगा, उसका मुंह बंद हो जाएगा, राइट? डेफिनेटली है, जैसे आपने कहा कि नाना नानी दादा दादी का डेफिनेटली हाथ, उनका वो जो वार्मथ, दैट
हम्म।
लव, राइट, ऑफ ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स, क्योंकि दिस समथिंग वेरी डिफरेंट व्हेन यू बिकम ओल्डर, यू काम डाउन विद दोज एनर्जी। जैसे अभी हम लोग
एनर्जी।
तो बिल्कुल बबली है, राइट? बट आवर
हम्म।
ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स आर वेरी काम। द चिल्ड्रन नीडेड कि जब वो डांटते भी थे या मारते
तो
थे,
बड़े
वो
प्यार से।
बड़े
हाँ।
तरीके से करते थे,
हाँ,
राइट?
बैठ जाओ
हम
यहाँ पर नहीं
लोग
तो मारूंगी।
एग्जैक्टली हम लोग तो जाते हैं क्या मतलब
हम्म।
इतना पूरा हार्ट फेलियर हम लोग को भी हो जाएगा, बच्चे को भी हो जाएगा, राइट? And I would say that, look, God has wonderful ways the way He works, right?
या।
And He makes a way. I always believe this strongly. God will make a way, and He does make a way in any situation. And right now, the beauty is that we don't look at the past, but we look at the future.
फ्यूचर।
That's what
या।
I love about coaching, right?
कोचिंग।
Counseling, we look के भाई तुम्हारा बाप ऐसा था, तुम्हारा आपकी माँ
हम्म।
ऐसी थी, तो आपको भी ऐसा होना चाहिए.
हम्म।
But why do I have to label you, right? This is the thing of coaching. I love that we look at the
कोचिंग।
future. And
फ्यूचर।
what is the future?
एब्सोल्युटली।
Where are we since 2020?
या।
If you ask me, I'm sorry if I offend any viewers, but
या।
honestly, I will say I am thankful to Allah and God for the pandemic.
पैंडेमिक।
We have slowed down. We have come back to the olden days of family, quality time, bonding with each other. We ourselves have caused this to be busy. कि हम लोग भाई देखिए जब घर पे आते हैं तो वो हम लोग मैसेंजर देख रहे हैं, फेसबुक देख रहे हैं, यूट्यूब देख रहे हैं, डिफरेंट डिफरेंट। एक तो वैसी जंग लगी अब दिमाग को, क्योंकि हम लोग सोचते नहीं है, राइट?
सोचते
पहले तो
नहीं।
स्टोरी बुक पढ़ो तो फिर आप सोचो कि भाई वो कैसी स्टोरी थी। अभी तो भाई बैठ के भाई हाथ पे हाथ डालो, पॉपकॉर्न खा लो, मूवी आप देख ले, इट्स
नेटफ्लिक्स पे
डायरेक्टली.
वेब सीरीज देख लो।
Exactly. We have actually made life more trying for our very own selves, right? So it's the matter of create. I'm not saying that is bad. We need to socialize, and especially now that because of the pandemic, especially out here also, we are more doing everything online, right? But have a time for everything. आप कलाम भी पढ़े, ठीक है? उसमें क्या लिखा है कि हर चीज के लिए एक वक्त है,
वक्त है।
ठीक है? तो अगर आप वक्त रखते हैं कि अपने पार्टनर के लिए, अपने बच्चों के लिए, स्टडीज के लिए, सोना उठना, अगर आप देखें कि गो बैक टू द थॉट्स ऑफ योर ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स, आप खुद ही देखेंगे कि वो उठते थे एक फिक्स टाइम पे,
बिल्कुल।
वो फिक्स टाइम नाश्ता, ओ माय गॉड कि एक मिनट भी लेट कर दो तो तूफान आ जाएगा आजकल में, क्योंकि वो उनको एक आदत है. हम लोग क्या करते हैं न्यू पेरेंट्स, अरे यार 10 बजे तक सो रहे हैं, आग लगाओ, जाग रहे हैं 3 बजे रात तक, मोबाइल पे चैटिंग या लूडो खेल रहे हैं. किस वजह से? Nobody's saying it's bad, but draw a line कि no, now it is family time, this is my time, I need to rest, because these devices are playing a psychological bad effect on every human being. We are slowing our own brains.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, I would also like to ask you that you are in coaching role, you are helping people in through counseling session, through trainings and coachings. What
Yes.
coaching play an important role in your personal and professional life, and the balance of life and the happiness and the positive side? You have mentioned that we need to look to the future and the
Yes.
possibility we can do the better. So, how coaching or a coach helps you to find a better way of life and to see the positive in your life throughout all this negativity, difficulties, and all this situation going around you?
Yes, a very good question, Ayaz bhai. To add, like the counseling, what happens, I get to understand the psychological part of every human being. The mindset, it has made me more patient, more calm, more, I have more empathy for the next person कि भाई वो क्यों कर रहा है. कभी होता है कि जैसे हस्बैंड आ गए अचानक, फॉर नो मैटर, आपको पता है हर घर में हस्बैंड घर पे आते हैं वो फॉर अचानक बह बह शुरू कर देते हैं. कुछ पता नहीं है, बीवी तो यही कहेगी ना कि मैंने क्या किया, अचानक क्या मसला है आपके साथ, मैं तो सुबह से काम कर रही हूँ और आपको तो आकर अपनी कवाली सुना रहे हो. ठीक है. नाउ
हम्म,
व्हाट हैपेंस बिकॉज ऑफ काउंसलिंग आई हैव अंडरस्टूड कि इट इज समथिंग नोन एज डिस्पर्स्ड एंगर. अभी ऑफिस में अगर वो गुस्सा उतारेगा, बॉस तो
तो
बोलेगा
जॉब जाएगी,
कल से गुड बाय,
घर
आपकी
पे ही
शक्ल
रहना।
आपने. एग्जैक्टली, घर पे आप रहे. राइट. नाउ वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट एवरी पर्सन हैज टू वेंटिलेट. आपने कहीं ना कहीं तो निकालना है, राइट, वहां पे. तो जाहिर बात है बंदा अपने बंदे के साथ ही निकालेगा ना. क्योंकि अगर वो रोड पे जाकर या पर्चों की दुकान पे जाकर चिल्ला रहा है, वो तो बंदा बोलेगा इधर से निकल जाओ, या पिटाई
हम्म,
कर देगा बंदे का. राइट. सो
बिल्कुल।
इट इज दैट द पर्सन हैज दैट सर्टेन thing where they can share that I am feeling this and you can ventilate. So I found counseling, I highly recommend. I have no idea, and I really ask why this is not taught in school. Psychology and counseling, my life has changed tremendously. I'm not the person I used to be. And my friends, if they are viewing me right now, they know that I was the most quietest person, reserved person, and a very different person, right? I've totally changed thanks to my counseling. It has given me a lot of a different mindset. Okay. So I use my counseling to understand people, to where they are and how to help them to step to something better. Why are you fearful maybe in going into a leadership position? Because that's very important. Sometimes we say that okay, you are fearful, now you are come, yeah, Ayaz bhai, on the camera you're always doing this, right? This is your profession. But everybody is not doing it. First of
ना,
all, सारे उंगली बराबर नहीं है.
बराबर नहीं,
अगर
बिल्कुल।
सब लोग ही लाइव कर रहे हैं अयाज भाई की तरह, मास्टर टीवी, सच ए ब्यूटीफुल थिंग इज देयर, तो आप बताए कि कौन सुनेगा आपको.
बिल्कुल ऐसे।
Right, it has to all be balanced. So I find that sometimes also it is, why isn't some people who long to be where you are, why they can't be? क्योंकि किसी ने बोला कि भाई you are not capable of it, या यार अपनी शक्ल देख लो, ऐसे हो, या
हम्म,
तुम्हारी आवाज ऐसी है, या कुछ. There are some things, this is where counseling helps me to understand, to come out of what we call defining moments,
मोमेंट्स, या।
that why you are there, and to help you to get out of the defining moment which is playing a role. Just say maybe you got a beating in your school just because you stood up to do a reading in the book. So तब से आप डर गए कि मैं कभी दोबारा
कभी
कुछ नहीं पढ़ूंगा.
किसी के सामने पढ़ूंगा नहीं, बिल्कुल।
Exactly. So this is where counseling really helps me to understand the mindset. And then with coaching, I go through the defining moments. Then I have something known as the master the inner game of success, where I help my audience to understand things. Sometimes we only look at things from our side. Just like right now, if we were sitting opposite, you would look at something as a six. But when I look at it from the opposite side, it is not
इसमें
six, it is nine.
नहीं,
Right. So this is what I want my audience to understand, that for coaching is helps me with the support of counseling. And I would say all my audience, please, even if you finish your college, your university, please, we are so blessed to have Google and everything. Please study psychology and counseling. It will help you as an individual, as a partner, as a child or a parent, or even in your job. You will be a successful person. Now, moving on to my counseling. Now, for me, I told you it's my personality. I like to pull out the best in people. आई डोंट वांट टू
ग्रेट,
लेबल इट लाइक पहले वो
ग्रेट।
था, अगर बाप इंजीनियर है तो बेटा भी इंजीनियर ही बनेगा.
इंजीनियर था,
ठीक है.
सही।
या तो अच्छा, आपका बाप नहीं बना ऐसा, या कभी माँ बाप ऐसे करते हैं. अगर आपके दो भाई है, अरे अपने भाई को देखो उसके रिजल्ट इतने अच्छे, आपके रिजल्ट
हम्म,
बेकार है, तू तो पढ़ता नहीं है, आप बेकार हो, ब्ला ब्ला, यू नो. ठीक है, ये बातें
बिल्कुल।
कभी पेरेंट्स करते हैं, राइट. बट द थिंग इज टू सी द ब्यूटी इन somebody else. Like I said, if all become Ayaz Morris, who's going to listen to you?
लिसन
Who's
टू,
going to be your
बिल्कुल।
audience, right? So the same way, I love to bring the beauty in everyone out. Everyone is a beautiful creation of God. and unique and special. And that's where I will pluck you up and pull you out to be where you want to be and the person you want to be. Make your dreams come true. If you right now, Ayaz, tell me that I want to, go to maybe some foreign country and I want to tour and I want to be interviewing and doing this, why can't you do it?
Yeah,
I
that's
will help
absolutely
you
right.
to overcome all the obstacles, to work through and brainstorm. How can I help you to reach there in where you want to be? Because first of all, if you want to do something, you can do it. But
Can
कभी रुकावटें आती हैं, जैसे एक बंदा, one picture I would share with you that I really love is rather there's two pictures. One you will see in Rome. One is of two point fingers meeting, and they will say
yeah,
God meets man.
man.
Beautiful. I love that, where you really meet the divine. Beautiful. And the second one I love is when people are climbing on the mountain, like say Mount Everest. You're a
Yes.
good climber, you're on top, and I am down. I want to climb up, I cannot. And you extend your hand and you're helping me to climb up, right? And this I remember that when I was expecting, okay, that's the time I climbed the mountains of Ziyarat. And I know I had such a problem, and people would never do that when they're expecting a baby in their seventh or eighth month. But I have done all these, wonderful things. And I had wonderful friends. So for me, it is something that really resonates with me well. कि भाई, मतलब है कि अगर आप करने चाहते हो, आप कर सकते हो. कभी वो सिर्फ थोड़ा सा हाथ चाहिए कि भाई कोई मुझे, बस जैसे वो होता है ना, व्हेन यू क्लाइंबिंग द माउंटेन, से हुक होता है, वो फेंक के वो हुक भी
ठीक है.
फंस जाती है, फिर आप खींच के चढ़ जाते हैं, राइट? सो दैट्स वेयर कोचिंग रीचेस people in a wonderful way,
Great,
right?
amazing. Yeah, amazing. I would like to ask you one more question, and with that, we will
Yes.
conclude this program. Leadership. When we listen this word, and people associate this word with the titles, with position, and especially with the political position or a religious position,
Mm.
what do you think? What leadership is? And how women can play, or a female can play that important role in their home, or whatever the situation or in position they are, they can be a good or a great leader.
Okay, a leader is not domination.
No,
ठीक है?
yeah,
It is clearly leading the way, showing,
way,
giving the light, right? And you
light.
have others following, and you pull them along, just showing them the path, right? That's all they need. But the day you think that it's domination, कि भाई, I am in authority, I am the boss, भाई तू आप मेरी बात सुने, that is your downfall, right? Because no human being knows everything and is Mr. or Miss Perfect. The day you are Mr. or Miss Perfect, or righteous in all ways, you would have been God. Sorry, you're not God. You're a human being. So be on earth and remember that, just be a leader and follow the grace of God and keep moving. And I will tell you that in leadership, it's faith that keeps you going. Do
Going.
One is have your focus, do not lose focus. Okay, know what you want to do in life, be clear on your vision, that this is my goal, this is where I want to go, right? And you head towards, keep that vision always before you, and keep walking in faith. Obstacles will come, okay, but don't use them as obstacles, but use them as stepping stones to something better, because what is in the way is the way. And this is something I'm quoting from my wonderful mentor, who's the runs the most famous in a coaching institute in Australasia. That is Sharon Pearson, the most wonderful and inspirational woman in that is there. And she says, what is in the way is the way,
Is the way.
right? So don't
Beautiful.
use them as
Beautiful.
anything stopping. And before I conclude with this, I would like to add, and if you could help me, Mr. Ayaz, because I've got something very wonderful for our viewers. Okay, I won't leave them only with listening to this talk and let them drown. All right. So I've got some wonderful news for you. My email could be shared with them. Okay. And anybody watching it
Sure.
live or even later in the feedback, if they email me, first of all, I conduct free laser sessions. Free laser sessions,
Great.
meaning one session where they can talk where they are and I could brainstorm with them. And I do this online internationally. Okay. So they
Great.
are free to email me and we could book a free laser session where I could talk with them one time, right? Besides this, from the ones who email me, I've got good news that I'm going to choose three lucky winners. Okay. And
Great.
those three people are going to get 3 sessions in leadership, mindset, or business coaching from me,
Great.
complimentary,
Great. Great.
right?
Thank
So
you so
that's
much.
where I am.
Thank you so much.
So good news for your audience. So you've got all my email, my Instagram and Facebook links, so you can share them, and that's where we will be diving further. And happy to be really with your audience. It was a wonderful session.
Thank you so much for being with us, and it was really amazing for me. And I really enjoyed your conversation and the insights you have shared with our audience.
Thank you.
And I'm very fortunate that you accept our invitation as well. And we are also giving this opportunity and good news to our audience as well, that we will invite you again for further topics like mindset. You have just mentioned that mindset and coaching. That's the two other aspects we need to understand, and especially to help our people. So in future, we
Definitely.
will also contact you, and we would like to thank you once again. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much
much.
for your time and for your wonderful insights.
Thank you so much. Allah
Thank
Hafiz
you.
and God bless each of
थैंक
you. Thank
थैंक
you.
यू। नाजरीन, इसी के साथ हम आपसे इजाज़त चाहेंगे, और आज के हमारे सेशन में हमारी गेस्ट ने बहुत ही शानदार तरीके से जो है वो एक्सप्लेन किया। और हमें कमेंट भी आए, और जैसे कि मारिया माइकल ने किया है, वंडरफुल टॉपिक एंड टॉक आपके लिए। शी इज़ फ्रॉम यूके, एंड शी इज़ आल्सो वेरी गुड टीचर एंड trainer as well. So, ma'am, this is a compliment for you, and I hope that many people will watch our this show. They can watch on Master TV YouTube channel. So please, you can watch later, and also you can watch this conversation, and you can share your questions. We will try to highlight, or we can try to uh, uh, answer you in the next sessions. सो एक मरतबा आप सबका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, जितने भी लोग हैं जिन्होंने हमें देखा। और हमारी कोशिश होती है कि हम बाउंड्रीज को, उन टॉपिक्स को, लैंग्वेज के सारे बैरियर को ख़त्म करते हुए कम्युनिकेशन और डायलॉग का एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म दें जहां पर लोग अपनी पर्सनल प्रोफेशनल लाइफ को बेहतर बनाएं, ताकि वो अपने आप को, अपनी फैमिली को, अपनी सोसाइटी को, अपनी कंट्री को और इस दुनिया को एक अच्छी दुनिया बना सकें, ताकि जहां भी वो लीडरशिप के रोल में है। और खासतौर पे ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर जो गेस्ट ने हमारे बताया, कि जो हमारे रास्ते में रुकावटें हैं, दर हकीकत हमारे रास्ते की तरफ वही, हमारी मंजिल की तरफ वही रुकावटें हमें लेकर जाती हैं। तो इसी नोट के साथ आपसे इजाजत चाहेंगे। अपना बहुत सारा ख्याल रखिएगा, और मास्टर टीवी को देखते रहें, हमें सपोर्ट करते रहें, और अपनी आइडियाज, अपने इंसाइट और अपनी सजेशंस जरूर हमारे साथ शेयर करें, ताकि हम आने वाले टॉपिक्स प्रोग्रामों में आपकी जो राय है उसको जरूर शामिल करें। सो मैम, थैंक यू so much once again, and thank you
Thank,
everyone. Goodbye.
thank you, everyone. Bye.